Guys, the first thing we're going to be doing today is exercise 6.3. Now 6.3, it's very important you know the difference between x and the multiply sign. So for example in question 10, the multiply sign you can see is much bigger than the x. Okay, so this means 6 multiplied by 5x. What are you saying, Sean?
There's more of a gap.
There's more of a gap in between them, exactly. Okay, now what is 6? I would write it like this. What is 6 multiplied by 5x? Yes?
30x.
30x. If you have 5 x's and you have 6 times the deal, it's 30x. That's very easy. Yes, Gavin? Oh, sorry, Connor.
I'm just looking at it for question 34. How do you know what x is?
Okay, I'll stop here, right? For question 34, we just after doing 10. This one, next one in blue is going to be 34. Now, see the way this x is really straight lined?
Yeah.
That means it's multiplying. See the gap? That means it's multiply. So look, I'll underline all the multiply signs if you want.
So I mean, like, how do you know what number x is? Because there's no like.
Oh, you don't need a number for x. It just wants you to put them.
1.
Oh yeah, 1x. Yeah. Okay, so guys, for number 34, it's x multiplied by minus 2x squared. Now that's the way I'd write it, and that's the way you will be writing it soon enough. Now, as Connor rightly said, what does x mean? Does it mean 1x? It does mean 1x. Now, to do this, what we do is we multiply the letters by each other. We multiply the normal numbers by each other. So we multiply 1 by minus 2. What do we get when we multiply 1 by minus 2?
Minus 3.
Well, when you multiply.
Minus 2.
1 by minus 2 is minus 2. Now, the next thing you got to do is you got to multiply x by x squared. Now, what x squared means is x beside another x. Alright? And if I multiply x by xx, how many x's do I have? 3. 1, 2, 3. And do you know what that turns into? 2x cubed. The small 3 means there's 3 x's together. Now I know a lot of you aren't happy with that at the moment. That is difficult. So we're going to do 1 or 2 more of them. Okay? I'll do number 33 now. Okay? Now number 33 and number 36 would be good ones to do. So, lads, 33, let's write this out. It's x multiplied by minus x cubed. Now, can anybody tell me what number goes in front of minus x cubed? 1. Sorry, so it's minus 1x cubed. What number goes in front of the x? 1. Now, like last time, we multiply blue by blue. And what do we get?
1.
What's 1 multiplied by minus 1? Minus 1. Now this one here, the x's, I have 1x here, but I have 3 x's in here. When I multiply them, what happens? How many x's do I have? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And what does that change into? 1x to the power of 4. That's the question. The question is, why is x by x by x by x x to the power of 4? Okay, now I'm going to explain something to you, Jan. What it is x plus x plus x plus x. When I plus 4x together, it's considered 4 multiplied by x. However, when I multiply 4x's by each other, it means x to the power of 4. And this 4 isn't the same size. It's a very small 4. And that's just the way it's done. So for example, if I have 5 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 5 like this, what does that come out as? 5 to the power of? 3. But if I have 5 plus 5 plus 5, it's the same thing as 3 multiplied by 5, which is 15. So they're two completely different things, multiplication and addition. Okay? Orson. Orson just asked me a very important question, okay, and he was talking about how we can't add stuff but we can multiply them. So I'll show you an example. An example would be 5a plus 3b. You're not allowed to do anything with that because they're two completely different objects. That only works for addition and subtraction. However, in multiplication, there's different rules. And I just need you to accept these rules, okay? If I put down 5a bracket 3b, or I could write it as 5a multiplied by 3b, what you do is you multiply the numbers by each other, which gives you 15, and the two letters, you just place them beside each other with nothing in between them. 15ab. One more second. Another one Orson might say is, well, what about 2x squared plus 3x? You're right. Can't add them together. They're two different entities. However, when I multiply them, what happens, Orson? I multiply 2 by 3 and get?
6x.
And then how many x's do I have?
Cubed.
X cubed. I have 1, 2 here. I have 1 there. And that makes 1, 2, 3, which is 6x cubed. Okay, questions. Next one we're going to do here is we're going to do need another hard one, number 35, okay? Now 35 is minus 2 bracket minus 2x squared. And this one's actually not too bad at all, really. What's minus 2 by minus 2?
4.
That's 4x squared. Okay, so lads, I think we're pretty good for that one in a couple of minutes. One last thing I got to do, which is these ones here on what page is this? Exercise 6.4. What page?
61.
Page 61. 62. I am going to take the hardest one here, and I'll take this one here as well. I'll take 31 and 32 off you, okay? And we'll see what happens. 31. Now, does anybody in the class fancy their chances of being able to do this? Orson, come up beside me, please. Okay, Orson, you're going to stand to my left and you're going to tell me exactly what to do. Nice and loud, because you want people to be able to hear you when I put this up later.
Okay.
Go for it, nice and loud.
So, you multiply 3 by... so you do the brackets first. Oh no, sorry, you multiply 3 by 2 and 4.
3 by 2x.
3 by 2x, that's 6x.
Yes.
And 12.
3 by 4 is 12, yeah.
And then 3 by x is minus 3x.
Minus 3x, yeah.
And then minus 15.
Minus 3 by 5 is minus 15, yep.
And then you just plus 3 and plus 2x. Plus 3 and plus 2x.
Now what?
And now you just, so it's 6x plus 12, 6x, sorry, plus minus 3x plus 2x, so that's...
What's 6x minus 3x?
Minus 9x.
And what's 6x minus 3x? Just...
minus, 3x.
And what's 3x minus 2x, plus 2x?
Yeah.
What is 3x plus 2x?
5x.
Exactly, well done. That's that part done. What's 12 minus 15?
Minus 3.
And what's minus 3 plus 3?
0.
So the answer is?
0. No, 5x and 0.
5x plus 0, but you don't have to write down 0, so the answer is?
5x.
Well done. Good job. Okay. There's a really difficult one, which is number 32. Anybody want it? Harry, get up here. Harry, it's on the board. Shh, you can do it up here. Okay, next one. Number 32. Mr. Wall is going to help me out with this one. Okay. Call it out, read loud.
2 times 1. Oh no, you have to do this right.
I'll just write it out down first. What goes in here?
1.
Okay, so the number 1 goes in there. Anytime there's not a number in front of the bracket, the number 1 goes there. Okay, now Harry, you're going to multiply this out.
Okay, 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times 3x is 2. Minus 3x is minus 6x.
Yeah.
2 times minus x squared is minus 1x squared.
Minus 2x squared. 2 times it, yeah. Go again. Next one.
Then minus 1 times 2 is minus 2.
Yeah.
Then minus 1 times minus 6 is 6.
Plus 6. 6 what?
6x.
Yeah.
And then minus 1 times minus 3x squared is 3x squared.
Plus 3x squared. Well done. Now what do you do?
6x
Do the x squareds first.
2x squared plus 3x minus 2x squared plus 3x x squared is 1x squared.
Perfect.
Minus 6x plus 6x is 0. And then 2 minus 2 is 0.
What's our answer?
1x squared.
Well done. Hard question. Good job.